Okay, so this is the conversion kit for the Alto-Shaam cleaning pump to convert it from the new one to the old one. As you can see, I have all the wires just kind of hanging here. I gotta store them, but I've already tested it. It's all good, and then I'm gonna run all the wires and clean it up and put them up in the zip ties and everything. But basically, the kit comes with a kit with all the wires, everything you need, and the relays to do this. The essence of this is basically they don't make this anymore. They don't make these for the Alto-Shaam. So now if this is a gas, so it's 120. If this was an electric Alto-Shaam combi, this would be a 208. And they don't make those anymore, and the company doesn't make those, so they had to go to these 12-volt pump motors. So you need basically to put in a ice cube relay with a socket so that it gets its 12 volt, and the 120 or the 208 signal that would go directly to the old motor is now energizes the relay and then goes up. And I'll take you through that. The directions comes, it's about 7-8 pages. It's a little confusing, but once you've done it once and once you've seen this video, it'll make a lot more sense. So basically they have you first take the wires off and then feed them down to here. Now the kit comes with a white and a black, so you could replace those, but then you'd have to run them all the way down, cut the zip ties off, and run them to the terminal board. But they also give you these little fork and crimp connections. So that's these wires right here that did go up to the motor over here, the old one. So you take it down, feed it over here. That goes to energize your relay, and so when it gets its signal, it'll energize this relay to close the contacts and go across. The kit does tell you to, it kind of recommends to put the relay down here, or if you find an empty DIN rail. But I figured with all this stuff that we do down here with the fan and motors and pumps, this would get in the way. So I found up here, and so I decided to put it up here. Took the little locking block off. I found this ice cube relay, put it right next to it, locked it in, and there you go. The actual 12 volt signal here that goes up here to the negative, it is, you do have to make sure you get positive and negative, and they do mark it with a little red dot, which is the positive. And so that yellow wire coming off of here runs up here and goes to this pump, and that's the negative side. The positive side is this brown wire, which comes in the kit, comes down, and it'll go to this inline fuse, and that inline fuse goes to TB42, either pin 1 or pin 4. I had to get down there to see where it is, see the number. Pin 1 is already used on this particular machine, so I just went to pin 4. And that's the positive side. The negative side, this yellow, comes up over here, and comes in over here, and it goes to TB46 down here in the corner, pin number 8. Pop that in there. Okay, now one of the things also with this is the old pump used to run clockwise. The new one runs counterclockwise. So you have to make sure when you hook these back up that you reverse it. So what used to be the inlet and come out and then inject is now the opposite. It does run counterclockwise. And that's how that works. Now I'm going to store all these wires, and we're all done.